Hello everyone, I'm Psychotic, and that's also my screen name. We are back with episode 12 of our Medieval Dynasty Season 2. Today we are going to work on getting some houses built, getting some new villagers in. We're going to need at least 2 extractors, at least 2 producers, and at least 2 farmers. I want to get a new kitchen up so that we can actually keep up with the food. I want to get a new log cutter so that we can keep up with the logs for the houses. And I want to get that second field harvested by farmers. So we also have, at the start, a sale run planned based on things that we collected at the end of our last episode. So if you learn anything useful today, or if you have a good time, please don't be afraid to drop a like. If you're feeling friendly, maybe go ahead and subscribe. But either way, let's go ahead and load in. Alrighty. And we did have a bunch of stuff together, and we're ready to head out for a sale run at the end of last episode, so we're going to go ahead and start off with that. Keep an eye out on who's available on our travels. Hey, fishies. I would like to get some more of those houses up, but I also want to get some more people in. There are some things that are really must-haves for us at this point. You know what? We want to go to Tukti first. Is that an orange? That's an orange. Okay. Also an orange. A lot of badgers through here. But that's alright. We don't have a terrible lot to sell, but we do have some. Okay, you are a hunter and a trader, and you are a farmer and an extractor. Perfect.
Hello there.
And we do have at least one house open because we moved some people last episode. Looks like we actually have 2 open, which gives us a potential for 4 people. Now the question is, do we want her to actually be a farmer, or do we want her to be an extractor? And for now, we have the option open, so we're not actually going to give her a job straight off. We're going to sell some stuff, and then move on to the next village and see if we get another farmer or extractor, and that will make our decision for us, I think. So let's sell these simple shoes. Do we have anything further up? We have some fur. Bronze arrows we're keeping. Stone knives can go. I think that's pretty much all that we had to sell. But that's okay.
Have a good day.
Made us some money at least. How are we doing on money anyway? I haven't looked in a while. Well, we're over 20 grand. That's got to be worth something, right? Alright, let's head to Branica. Honestly, seeing as we're still officially in year 2, 20 grand is no joke. And that'll get higher as we get things like the sheep and whatnot to get our wool. This harvest is going to be pretty fantastic as well. Our year 3 harvest for flax we're going to be able to actually do hats this time. And that's going to be fantastic. That is going to give us quite a bit of money. So let's see who we've got over here. Looks like a male and a female? Or is that two males? There's a male and a female. Okay, the male is good for nothing. Oh, the female's really good for nothing. One's all the way around. Yeesh. Pass on both of those. It's like bringing a resume written in crayon in for a job interview. It's just not good. Not a good look. Whee! I think we just passed by the mine. Yep, we just passed by the mine. That's the stream that comes out of it. We've been really lucky with bandits. We had a handful on our very first day, and we haven't seen any since. And I am very happy about that. They can be a quick influx of coin, but they are usually more of a pain to deal with than they actually give you. So it looks like he's survival, he's production and farming. So let's go ahead and pick him up. And then we'll actually have them both be farmers for now, I think. So we're going to go ahead and put her into the barn for now. Maybe. Maybe. Barn. Starts with a B. Alright. And then we'll put him in the same house as her. And he will go... Well... Right now, he doesn't have anywhere to go, so we're going to slot him as the second slot in the current farm shed, but he will be moving to the other farm shed, because we are going to go ahead and build that up. Okay, so we want to make sure that she in the barn is on making fertilizer for us. And she is, 100%. Okay. So let's go ahead and head down to Borowo. I wouldn't mind having a house with one producer and one gatherer. That wouldn't be awful. Because their kid would come out kind of a middling of both, especially if we could find two people that were 3 in both. So one would be increasing in production, one would be increasing in extraction. So we could really make that work in our favor if we can find somebody like that. Or two somebodies like that. Who's out of tools now? Come on, guys. You're killing me. Smithy. Alright, that's fine. And the well. That's also fine. Okay. No bigs. So after we hit Borowo, we can check out Gustovia and get Dobro Niega's quest progressed and get Alwyn's quest progressed. Wow. My tongue decided that we weren't going to work with words anymore. We're just going to make vaguely intelligible sounding sounds. Alright, looks like one female, 2 males. He is a hunter. She is an extractor. And he is a farmer. And trader. Shit. What about that other guy that we just hired on? Not Frida, but her dude. I don't know what his name was. Who do you live with, Frida? She's in a simple house. Nope. Racebor. Frida and Racebor. Okay, so he can farm, he can trade, and he can craft. And she can extract, and she can farm. So let's leave him as a farmer. And let's move her in for extraction, I think. So let's move Frida into her own house for now. And then we'll take this guy as an extractor. Crap, this girl's an extractor. Crap, crap, crap. These two need to have their genders reversed. And we'd be perfect. Es no bueno. Let's see. So she's still in the barn. And he's still working in the other place. Alright, so let's move them back in together. Because that's not going to work the way that I had hoped. I would love to take them, but they are the exact opposite genders of what we need to make that work. That's alright. I'm sure it'll all work out. It usually does. We might just have to wait a couple of seasons for it to work. But we'll get it. Oh, hey ducks. What's shaking? Bye ducks. Alright. Only the one, huh? And it's a dude. What you got? You have extraction.
How is life treating you?
Okay, so we're gonna put him in the simple small house. And then we're going to actually put Frida with him in the simple small house. Which means that we still need a female farmer. Okay. 45 meters. Watch out, kiddo. Get run over by a donkey. Take your tuberculosis somewhere else, kid. Is that you? That is you. I didn't mean to be rude, I'm just dealing with a personal issue. I don't want to intrude, just wanted to ask about the rye situation. Unfortunately, we won't be able to provide the rye this time. The crops are all diseased and pretty much unusable, as if I didn't have enough problems already. But don't worry, I ordered a delivery of rye from Rolnica. Should have arrived yesterday, actually. Don't know what happened. Nadar's usually very prompt. Maybe you could go see him and see if everything's alright. That's what I'm gonna do. Take care. Alright. Alan, where you at, buddy? Is that you? That is you. Long time no see, Alan. You look sad. He looks grumpy, not sad. Look at that surly face. Hi, you will not believe what happened. Go on, tell me. My hoe is broken. Oh, the horror. Don't laugh, it's important to me. Fine then, how can I help you? Well, I've already ordered a new one from Falibor, a craftsman in the village on the other side of the river north of here. He's my father's old friend, and I was told by Papa that Falibor eventually gave up blacksmithing when he got older due to back pain issues. However, he still occasionally fixes some tools for local field workers. I haven't picked up the hoe because I've had a lot of work. Sure, I'll be happy to help. Here are the coins. Don't worry, I'll be back with your precious hoe. Why did your hat just disappear? Sir? Sir. That was strange. I was talking to you and you had a hat. You gave me coins and your hat disappeared. And that is all. I was too busy getting excited about the hat disappearing. Whee! Winter is always a really good time to go questing because you don't have a lot of other demands on you. You don't have to deal with the field and whatnot. So that really helps. Speaking of dealing with the field, we should probably get the other fields set up before dawn of the next day so that they can at least get it plowed and ready for us for spring. I would really like to do 3 of flax, or at least 2.5 of flax and half of oats. Would make me very happy because we wasted a bunch of animal feed when we moved the animals. All the animal feed from the other side was destroyed, and we're going to need that, so I think that'll be a good way to make up for it. Alright, which one do you use? Falibor, you are. Sure, something bad happened to him, judging by the fact that he had to send someone on his behalf. Now he's just busy with work. Work, right, I'm helping him. Ah, that boy, he is capable, but he takes all of his family duties onto his own burden. He cannot see how much he limits himself. He's still young and could have achieved a lot more than just work in the field day by day. So I'm not the only one that noticed that. If you're friends, maybe you can talk some sense into him. I'll do my best. How much for his hoe? It's 90 coins. Thank you. I'll take it back to him then. Wait, one more thing. One hunter is looking for buyers for his bow. Are you interested? Not now, but I'll keep that in mind. I remember last season when we did this quest, I was so excited that we had a copper hoe on us. And this season I'm like, meh, because we already have bronze. We're in really good shape this season. We really are. Hopefully we can hit Alwyn before sunset. The donkey does not have any kind of a turn radius. He turns like a tank. You're not Alwyn. Are you serious? Everybody else is still up. Why are you in bed? You're Dalibor. Alwyn's outside. Jump over the fence. Don't whinny. Come on, man. Work with me, donkey. There we go. I'm back. Here's your hoe. Thank you. Did you have enough coins? Yes. He sold it for even cheaper. Give 30 coins. We're going to give him his coins back because we have 20 grand. We really don't need them. Oh. He's telling us to keep the coin anyway. We deserve it. And did you talk a bit with Falibor? What's new with him? We talked a bit. He mentioned a hunter he knew was looking for buyers for his bows. Really? What, are you interested? I don't know. I've never even shot a bow. I guess I wouldn't be good at it anyway. Trying's better than not trying. You have a completely different approach to life than I do, but you may be right. I will have to think this out. Fine, I'll leave you alone with your thoughts then. See you next time. Next season, which is 2 days away, so that's not too bad. So now let us go and, I would love to go talk to Nadar, but he's going to be in bed by the time we get there, so we're just going to head home and see what we've got for logs for the houses. Oh, well, before we do the houses, let's actually build that other farm shed so we can move the guy to the appropriate farm shed. I think that's going to be a little bit better. We also want to get the third and currently last field laid. I would love to lay the orchard as well, but there's really no point. We are so far from the tavern and anything that we can do with the cherries that it's not really worth the effort. We do need to remember, though, that it takes a year and a season to actually grow the trees to where they will give fruit, so we need to keep an eye on our points as far as that goes so that we get the trees grown by the time we actually get the tavern. That's going to be important. Yeah, not that I'm complaining, but... Oh, there they are. Yep, hi guys. We need to ride far enough away that they turn around. And then we should be able to come back and actually do something about them. This should be far enough. Yep, there they are. I figured that one had a bow. Ah. You can hear his feet still going. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Woo! Gotcha. Alright, well there's some free coinage. And some free food, apparently. And I was just talking about how we hadn't seen very many bandits this time around. Alright. $64 coins and some fur. Not our best haul. Free bucket though. I'll take that. A torch. Plum wine. That's going to be worth money. Looks like I hit him in the hand. How awkward is that? Oh, it's not even a good crossbow. It's a junky one. And an almost broken cudgel and some wooden bolts. Sad. And the other two arrows that hit him are, Oh, there's one. Okay, so the other arrow that hit him's gone forever. I think he's laying on it. That looks like I missed with one. Two. Alright, alright. Well, that could have gone much worse. I don't remember seeing these weird dirt troughs through here, though. This is interesting. I guess just go with it. Yeah, this wouldn't be a bad spot to set up a village, except and it is really close to that. So yeah, here's pretty flat too. Those two roads are really close together, though. You're not going to get much build space there. You're going to run into kind of the same problem that we are having, oops, over here, where we're too close to the road. But it is kind of flat there. It's not bad. Whee! So there was our excitement. Early episode bandit excitement. You know what? Let's get some free feathers. Oh? Nope. I rushed the shot. Never rush the shot. Oh, you donkey. You know what? I will definitely take a crack at this maple tree since we're right here. So we are going to need some logs, so... Most of these are still birch, but that maple was like right there. And yeah, I know there's a couple more through here, but we're already mounted again. coming along. Alright, so our first order of business, we need to lay the other field just to get it started. So we're going to go to buildings, to farm, to field. And let's see if we can get this to mesh up. Is that... it doesn't look straight. Okay, can we do it from this side? Yep, that looks like it's lined up straight. Boop. I like that. Alright, and then since we know that we can't change the other two over yet, or they will actually start destroying the stuff that we already have laid, which would be bad. We discovered that in year 1, but that we can change that one over to... yeah, I did change it to flax, okay. We can change that one over and be okay. So let's see, we do have enough fertilizer for one field. I don't know, we really don't have enough for poop. I don't know why we're having fertilizer problems this time around. This last time we had more fertilizer than we needed. And this time it seems like it might actually be a bit of a problem. So, let's get some... well, I guess we can go check the bins, too. Not the bins, the actual farm place over here. Shit. It's because when we moved them to the new place, I didn't actually assign them anything. That one's on me. Uh-huh. Yep, so that's like 3 days wasted. That one's gonna hurt us. We might have to actually buy manure because I forgot that one. Hey, Stesso. Yeah, shitty timing. Literally, we're playing with manure. That was... when we moved these guys, I totally forgot to reassign, and yeah, we missed at least a whole day worth of manure, and we're gonna wind up short on our fertilizer because of it. So we're gonna need 300 of the stuff. All right, pigs, work with me here. I want you to unstuck me inside the building, please. Okay, what if I do it this way? Since it seems to want to kick me backwards. No, but it did move the biggin. And it's the baby that's the problem. And we learned last time that you cannot punch the baby pigs. They just die. Oh, there we go. The baby glitched inside. I'll take it. That baby pig gets that whole square all to himself. Okay, I think that's all we're going to get out of it. These ones are not really going to give us much of anything. Mostly feathers. I don't know that we'll even get any eggs with only the 2 of them. We haven't had any ducklings yet. I'm kind of surprised by that. Aha! Oh, bird trap broke. Okay. So this one might trigger faster, but it actually gets an extra use. So that's good to know. We should have enough for a new bird trap, though. Hey, Venomous! Yeah! I still feel like he deserved a better death than that, though. That was, that's not something you brag about when you get to the pearly gates. I really didn't expect it to kill him. Like, we did that quite a bit to the sheep to get them to wake up so we could shear them, and they were fine. But I never punched one of the babies. I did not expect it to just outright kill it. Oh well, live and learn. What can you do? Do-do-do. Alright, I don't want all that weight on us if we're going to be building. So that's going to be super heavy. I think we need 8. Let's take 12. I think it's 8, but... This guy, right? We only have 3 sticks. That's not good. We do have enough straw. And we should have enough logs. We've got enough rot to make at least one more fertilizer. Now we could throw some stuff into rot intentionally. That's probably not a terrible idea. Let's see what we have in excess meat. Actually, cabbage is coming up soon. We could probably throw some of the cabbage out. But yeah, we have a lot of meat. Let's throw out some cabbage. I think it's like 30 kilograms. You know what? Let's finish building that because we have a bunch of materials on us that are heavy. So let's do that first, and then we will worry about the... Alright, so we just need sticks now. Okay, and that's our 8, and then we need 5 more. I think I have one too many, but that's okay. Okay, so we can take, what's his nuts that we just put... Tybalt? Is he the one? I feel like that's not right. I feel like it's not Tybalt. No, it's not Tybalt. It is Racebor. So we're going to put him in the other farm shed. Yeah. So now we have a farmer taking care of each field. Even though you can fit 4 of them in a single shed, they will always work the field closest to them to completion before they switch to the other fields. So by putting the second farm shed here and only having 1 per, that one will work this field and one will work that field. And then this one will more or less have to handle ourselves. But that's not a big deal. Once their level gets up and they're going a little bit faster, we probably won't even have to handle that one ourselves. But for now, we will probably have to. Now, I don't believe that we have enough logs to actually do what we need to do. Let's handle the rot situation. So let's put... We can put that bucket in there. Let's put these logs back. So that's going to help a little bit. And... the stick and stones and straw. Alright, so let's see what we can play with meat. Because we know that they're bringing in meat regularly. And they're bringing in more than we're using. So it's not going to be a big deal if we take some of it. We can also put these apples in here for them to eat. And these cheeses. So let's take... I think it's 30 that the container holds. So that's 1760. You know what? Let's go make sure it's 30. It is 30. Perfect. So that's 1 full. We should take some cabbage. Because we're going to have more cabbage before they eat through all of that. So let's put this meat back. And we will take 30 kilograms worth of cabbage. We actually want like 32. Well, we'll take 33 to finish off that other one. So So we can come in here and we can put cabbage in here. Then we can put cabbage in here. So 150, that's enough to make 50 potage. That's not a huge loss. We should actually take out, though... Or no, it's 3 meat. So that's enough to make 75 potage, actually. But we still have a bunch left. So we're not going to worry about that over much. Okay, and then bowls. We should have 50 bowls. If not, we can easily make some. We're going to have to make some. So let's take some logs. I think it's going to be 20 logs? 5 apiece? No. If they're 5 apiece and we need 50, we only need 10 logs. I swear I can do math, guys. Nope, nope, nope. Alright, so we should get a production... Well, maybe not a production level, but we should get some decent tech out of this for production from making these. It's not going to be as good as once we finally unlock the kitchen tier 2. At that point, we can cram more people into the kitchen, which will be really nice, but we can also start making, turning our rye flour into flatbread to sell. But it will also give us a crap ton of crafting tech and XP. Although XP is irrelevant at this point, because we are capped on crafting as far as skill level goes, but the tech points will be very, very, very important. I think that's only enough for one. I think it's 10 to 1. Yeah. I don't know why, but it always, to me, sounds like when he's towards the end of his bath there, that he's snorting the water. Every time I hear it, it just makes me envision somebody snorting something. Okay, so we should be able to get some of these other houses up. Logs are going to be a problem. We're probably not going to be able to get the walls completely done. Definitely won't be able to do the ceiling. But we should have enough to at least get the stones put into the walls, which is going to help us clear some of the stones out of our inventory, because they are getting out of hand. Where you at, donkey? So he always appears behind you. That's why I've been turning around before I whistle for him. I guess they don't want him to just magically appear in front of you and break your immersion. I don't know if that was really the legitimate reasoning behind it or not, but that's what I like to think. Yeah, we need 38 and we only have 29, so... And that's not even counting the planks that we need for the roof, which is another 40. So we actually need 78 logs total. But that's alright. As long as we have enough to get this framework done, we can actually throw the rocks into it, which is going to save us a lot of headache. So at this point we can... Boop. Oh, because of course we are slightly off. Racemir's about college age. Yeah, yeah he is. Although, I mean, when I went to college, I was non-traditional. I was 24 when I started my first degree, and I was 30 when I started my second degree. So, but traditional college age, certainly. So now it's all about them logs. Nope. So I think at this point, since it is evening, we are actually going to head off over here-ish and see about getting ourselves some trees out there from the better trees, the ones that aren't birch, and not deforest everything that we can see from our home. So originally we had planned to get some trees from out towards the mine, and I completely forgot about that when we started today. I don't know if we raided this place or not. Looks like that's a knot. Are you a fishing spear? Fishing camp, maybe? Oh, there's some rot. That's not bad. Dumped loot of some carrots. That's kind of worthless. Did you guys leave anything useful behind? Dried fish. Small wicker basket. That's some money. Not really, no. This was more or less a bust. Oh! There's another barrel over here with some extra fishing spears. And a simple torch. Yeah, it looks like it was just a fishing village of some sort. Oh, well. Oh, really? I didn't see it. I will totally go back for an iron axe. Well, if you're gonna sit there and pose at me, I'll totally take your feathers. Six meat off of a bird, that's impressive. Alright, apparently I need to look closer because there is an iron axe here. Aha! That's mostly used, but that's alright. That'll last quite a while. Between that and the bronze one that we've got on us, we should be able to get through quite a few trees. Aha! Now we're getting into the good stuffs. Which way? Uh-huh, you tried to trick me. Damn trees are out to get me, I'm telling you. Okay, a bunch of birch. There's one. And a moose. I'll murder you if you want, moose. Alright, thank you. Alright, you know what? We're going to use the iron axe first because it takes one less swing to chop down trees. And that is going to make our life easier until it breaks. Also, thanks for that, Venomous. That's a good find. That's another camp. Does that one have bandits? We might get another camp to raid, guys. Oh, maybe that's not... oh, yeah, there's a camp and an overturned cart. Well, we got some ores. That's not bad. I am not taking a stone pickaxe. That is a waste of our time. Oh, I don't see any hostiles, other than that Winston. Potion of weight. A lot of torches. A hat? We're gonna wind up selling that. Oh, that was also anticlimactic. Okay. Well, here's a couple more maple trees, so that's a thing. And they're worth 4 apiece. Bunch of free maples. We're going to take advantage of this. So that's going to give us a bunch of logs for relatively little effort. So we need at least 40 for the roof, and then we need stuff to finish up the other parts, so... Whoa! That one tried to kill us. I feel like lumberjack is the most dangerous job in this game. The hunters are relatively safe. Every now and then I swear I hear footsteps, and then I turn around and there's nothing there. But with the bandits not making any vocalization sounds, every time I hear footsteps I panic. Okay, so we're up to 52. Were there any more? Yes. Let's get these last 3 maples, and then we'll scarborough off back to home. Where's our 4th one? Oh, wow. It got some distance. Yeah, it would be really cool if they had random NPCs walking around. Honestly, the first time I encountered bandits, I was coming back to the game, and they weren't implemented when I had played last, and I didn't know that they were a thing. And I thought that that's exactly what it was a random NPC, until they ran up and stabbed me in the face. I was not impressed. But they have distinct footsteps. They're quick footsteps. But I don't like that, because you don't hear them until they're like right on top of you. And I wish that they had some kind of like voice lines, like, hey, stop you, or something like that. Just so that you had some kind of warning, like the wolves growl, the Winston's grunt, the pigs grunt. They all have these unique sounds that makes it easy to know what's around you. And I don't like that the bandits don't. So it's always a significant surprise when they show up. And I know realistically if they were any good at being bandits, they wouldn't make noise until they were right on top of people they were trying to mug. But let's be honest, most muggers are not the smartest people in the world to begin with. Logic is certainly not their forte, or they would find other ways to make money. Well, we didn't make it anywhere close to where I was going to harvest trees from, but we still got quite a load, so I am not disappointed by that. Yeah, some kind of neutral NPCs walking around would be really neat. I definitely agree with you on that. I'm so overburdened we can barely move, and I'm still snagging stuff as we ride by. I have a problem. Hoarding doesn't even begin to cover it. I think maybe the bridge would have been faster. I think we did pick up a potion of weight, but I don't think it's going to affect Donkey. I think it would only affect us. And it's certainly not enough to offset just how much we're actually carrying. I think, though, that night vision potion I'm going to save and use on our next mining trip. You know what I should do? Right? It's hard not to snag everything. I want to turn off them using sticks and logs and planks as firewood. I don't like that. I would also like to turn off them eating raw meat and cabbage, so that they can use them for potage instead. I do not want them eating my eggs. Where's the raw meat? Should be down here somewhere. Yep. There we go. That's going to put us in a little bit better of a spot. Poor donkey. He's so out of breath he's panting. Okay, so we need 20 crafts of that? No, 40 crafts of this. And that'll get us the planks for the roofing. I'm gonna turn whatever's left after this. Oh no, donkey. Donkey. Look down again, buddy. Well, yeah, we had 2 woodcutters in our last game, and I had one assigned to just logs and one assigned to firewood, and I should have put up a second one sooner. I really should have. And I was keeping up on it myself there for a while, but you know, as things do sometimes, they get away from you, you forget. Seriously, we're still overweight. Alright, the logs then, I guess, are going to be the next thing to go. Okay. Now we should be able to pick up the logs and the planks. And we can ride into this house and get that done. But that is still something that I want to do. That's why I wanted to get harvesters, is I want to get a second wood shop up. That was really poor placement on my part. I don't want decorations right now. Okay, so if we go towards the middle, we should be able to hit both panes. Can we move yet? Not yet. We have 4 people out of tools now. Every time I take extended absences from the village to go get something, everything falls apart while we're gone. Every single time. Alright, let's go dump some of this crap into storage. Well, we do need to do... Yeah, let's make firewood out of the logs that we have left. That's not going to go as far as I hope, but that should hold us over until we can get another guy up and running. I'm wondering if axes have become a problem. Let's see. So we now have 4, and we didn't have... So the well is 1. The smithy is 2. I'm fine with both of those. The excavation shed is out of tools. So that's a pickaxe. The woodshed seems to be doing okay still. But that's still only 3. So who the hell's the 4th one? And why are they using firewood if they're out working and not at home? That's my other question. Okay, you know what? We can dump a lot of this stuff in here for now just to get rid of it. Some of it we're gonna sell. I don't know why I just threw the dried fish in there. Okay, so how are we doing on axes? I think we gave them some bronze axes. Looks... okay, so they still have a few. Bronze knife, they've got 1 left. So we should probably make a bronze knife or 2 for them. For the hunters. And I already forgot who actually needed the tool. Pickaxes. So let's take some bronze out. Let's take like 15, 16. We'll take 18. And then we're going to take any logs that are in here. We'll take like 5. It's probably too many. We're probably not going to use that many, but that's alright. Okay. And I always go to the kitchen instead of the forge. I don't know what my problem is. So let's see. We know that we need some pickaxes, so let's make like 3 of those. Alright, and then axes we were okay on, knives was the other. So let's make like 3 of those. And that should keep them in tools for a while. I should have checked the hose to see how we were doing on those. Alright, so that should fix the tool situation. Yep, so the bucket is the only one that's left. And I'm okay with that because we don't really care about the bucket. I did, however, unequip my bronze pickaxe to give to them. So that's a thing. How are we doing on hose? Because they're going to need those shortly. There's one. We should probably take a couple. Do we have any logs left? We've got 2. We should only need... We should need 3 for what I've got, but that's alright. For what I have in bronze. Get out of the way. Thank you. But they should actually be working on that other field for us right now. Yeah. I don't know why he stopped fertilizing. Maybe he caught up to the other guy? Not entirely sure. Is that gal still... Yeah, she's still working in there, so we're good. She won't be for super long, but she is for now. Let's take an extra log and make a hoe for ourselves. I'm really hoping that we can upgrade the logging place here soon, because that'll give us 2 in there as well. How close are we to that upgrade? Wait. Okay, so, building technology-wise, we are less than 20 points away from being able to make the woodshed 2. That might be better than just building a whole new one, to be completely honest. Let's see if we can't scam some points from... I don't think we have enough logs to make this work the way that I want it to. So I think it's like 18 for the framing. But I want to see if we can scam some points from the other buildings that we still have up. So let's see, we'll put the bronze back, and we will take everything we've got for logs. And we will take 108 stones just in case. So I know we're not going to get the whole building done, but if we can get some of it done, enough to get those last 20 points, then that will be a huge, huge help. I would ask why he's just standing there, but I'm pretty sure he's the unemployed gentleman. That is going to be our second guy for this. It's not quite close enough. It's a tricky proposition when you can't move, because if you get too close, it won't build it because Donkey's in the way. But if you're not close enough, then you can't reach it to build it. Oh, that worked out in our favor. That is new and exciting. I am not used to things working out for me. Yeah, we hear you, Donkey. Now, I want you to get into the house, please. You know what I just realized? You don't get points on partial builds like this. You only get points for actual completion. And since none of these are going to be completed, this is not going to do what I was hoping it was going to do. We are going to have to go and get some more logs yet again in order to actually benefit from points for this. The only points that we actually got are going to be for the base. Yeah. Well, poop. Wait, these aren't birch. Yeah, we found that out in Season 1 that you only get points for the completion of the tile. You don't get Donkey, no! Oh, okay. You don't get points for partials. But all of those walls are one log away from being able to be completed. I'm hoping that this will give us enough logs to at least get all the way around the ground floor done. It's definitely not going to be anywhere near enough for the roof, but if we can at least get the ground floor done, we'll be in good shape. Because that's going to give us several points. There it is. Well, we didn't make it all the way around, but we did get what we were after. So, now the question is, how many logs are we going to need for that upgrade? Because he's not going to be able to work while it's in construction. So, we're going to have to do something a little wonky and get some logs up ahead of time. So, I know it's going to take some planks for the roofing, and I know that it's going to take some logs for the walls. I suppose we could always look it up on the wiki, but I don't really want to take the time midstream to do that, so I'm not going to. We will just eyeball it like we always do, and lament how I screw it up later, because we all know I'm going to. Alright, well there's 12 logs. I could have sworn I saw another... Oh, yep, here we are. Come on, get your lazy ass up here, donkey. What are you? Are you a lynx? You're a lynx. I don't... This is going to take a lot of logs, I bet. Let's, At least these are far enough back that we're not really going to have to look at it from our home. Unless you actually are looking for it, you're probably not even going to notice. Alright, I know this is probably still not enough, but it should at least get us a start on it. So if we can upgrade this to 2, it'll give us 2 people in it, which will at least get us more logs. I still want to set up a second one eventually, but for now I think this will be a good enough increase to keep us rolling with what we're trying to do. I'm just hoping that I got us enough logs to actually finish it. Extraction. Is that it? Yep, woodshed 2. Boop. Because now he is also jobless now. Thankfully, we can still use it while it's in a stage of construction, so we will be able to still get our planks made. So it looks like 6, 12, 18. Which means 9, because you get 2 per craft. Nope, we made too many planks. It's alright, I'm sure we'll find some. Oh, it's all one piece of roof? What the hell? Alright, well, we made way more planks than what we needed, but that's okay. We'll hold on to them for our next project there, for our next house. So let's go into the woodshed, and we want the 2 people that are jobless. And there we have it. Now we need to make sure that it is still assigned. Yep, logs 100%. There we go. Now we're going to get 120 logs per day. That is going to be much, much better. In spring, I will check what we're actually using for firewood, because as of right now, what we're using is going to be very different, because winter is 150% firewood used. So I don't want to go off of those numbers. Oops. Oh, well, apparently salted meat makes you thirsty, which, honestly, that checks out. As annoying as that is a legitimate... Can't really complain about that. Okay, so we do still have some logs left. We have 23, which is a start, and we've got 12 planks, which is better than none, I guess. So let's go ahead and grab another 108 stones. No, we didn't finish that other house. Let's finish the other house before we start working on the next one. That's probably the better way to do it. We also still need to move people into the last one that we built. So I don't think we did. Okay, so we need 20, 40, 60, 68. And how many logs do we have left? 9. Well, that'll give us 18. At that point, we'll only need 50. So 25 more logs, and we should be completely done with this house. Let's see if they put any in storage while we were mucking about. Certainly not 25 of them. Huh! I stand corrected. Oh boy. Alright, here's what we're going to do for this one. I'm going to take those planks. We're going to throw them on the floor. There we go. Because Donkey's over here, so we will make the planks out of these 25, and then ride Donkey back to grab those planks off the ground. And that should let us finish the house just fine. It's definitely a good idea to get these houses up as soon as possible, though, because that is going to give us more points towards building, because our next building unlock is the mine, which will give us access to iron, and I completely forgot to pick up those planks that I just talked about. My attention span tonight is absolutely abysmal. Playing Sunken Land is going to be interesting. Because that one you really have to remember a lot of stuff for the recipes and whatnot. There's not a real easy way to look them up. Like here you can look at your tech points if you're not near the crafting station. And in that one you can't. You have to go to the crafting station. Alright, there's our 8 and our 20. Oh, missed. Yay! Alright, we should really get people out of the poopy houses and into these. That's going to be important. So, who is our least happy? Because they will be the first ones to move. The miner and the water carrier. Canamir and Canuta. Do they live together? If your storage gets overloaded with logs, there's a place in the storage shed that you can dump stacks of them. Oh yeah, good point. Usually I just throw them on the floor in the corner of the actual storage. But yeah, I guess you could actually, if you place them carefully, you could stack them in there. Okay, so simple houses. So those two are at 16. Those two are at 20. Those two are at 6. Swytun and Radomira. And they are not yet a couple, which is fine. Okay. And then who else is low? Tybalt. And who does Tybalt live with? Tybalt lives on his own, I think. Yeah, I think Tybalt's still on his own. So we're not really going to worry about him at the moment. What I will do, though, is I will move Tybalt into the small simple house. Because, well, oh, there's already people in it. Shit. So who's living in the small simple house? Us. We're living in the small simple house. That's the small simple house I meant to move Tybalt into. Oh, that was fun. Wait, why are we living in the simple small house? We should be living in this house over here. I moved in with her instead of her moving in with me. What the shit? Yeah, I don't know why the farmers are living there. Okay, so these two are moving. Frida and Racebor. Because this house is going to be just as close. Nope. They are not moving there. Well, that's the blacksmith and... Okay. Okay, this got much more complicated than I meant. Swytun and Radomira are moving into this house. The two farmers... Frida and Racebor are moving into this house. We're moving into this house, which is where we were supposed to be in the first place. There we go. Wow, that was interesting. How'd they do on this field? Did they get it finished? Not quite. Don't we still have that hoe on us? We do indeed. We have all the hoes on us. Alright, we know that the bronze scythe is going to go through a field and a half. So we're actually going to want more than one bronze scythe for this next stage. But they got this most of the way done for us, so I mean, we really can't complain. That's actually a really good idea, Venomous, now that I'm thinking about it, to throw them over by the shed to begin with, instead of just leaving them on the floor in the storage. That's smart. Alright, so let's bathe so our wife doesn't hate our face. Oh crap. I didn't even notice he was there. He's in Gustovia. We're gonna have to go see what he wants, if he's still there next season. I hope we didn't just miss an opportunity for the King's guy, because I was not paying attention and I just noticed that the trumpet's there, and it's the end of the season. So there's only one bronze scythe, so we do need to make a couple of bronze scythes. Alright, I don't know that we're going to be able to get there before the season closes. So we have 93 fertilizer and we actually need 200. That's a problem. We might wind up having to buy some fertilizer. Well, that's the geese. Piggies, what you got for me? Not nearly enough. Yeah, not nearly enough. Wait, do we have 3 babies now? We have 3 babies now! That's fantastic. Oh yeah, right there. I usually throw stuff in this corner. I don't know why, I just... That's like my chosen corner to dump crap. Let's take our manure. This isn't going to be nearly enough, but at least I'll be able to get one field done. Alright, let's go and crash. I want to get as much of this harvested as we can before they get to it. Ta-da! What you need, wife? Just thinking about you, and why is that? It's been a while since we had a special evening to ourselves. Say no more, I'm free right now. Hold your horses, lover. I made some arrangements to put us in the right mood. I ordered a fine wine for us. Should be ready for pickup in Gustovia. Excellent. Sunken Land. Sunken Land is like Stranded Deep, but good. It is still early access, and there are still some weird oddities, like not everything respawns yet. A lot of stuff does, but not quite everything. Thankfully, it doesn't matter over much, because you can get resources from killing the enemies, which do respawn. So, and there is quite a lot of resources to go around. Particularly if you're by yourself. It is very fun multiplayer, but remember that if you play with other people, you have to make at least 2 of everything so that they have equipment too. And that kind of eats into the resources a little bit. But that seems to be the biggest complaint about the game. As far as any complaints that I've seen about it are people whining that all of the resources don't respawn yet. And honestly, I mean, they've added it to where a lot of the harder to find stuff, it's actually easier to farm it off mobs than it is to actually find it where you're supposed to. They need a little bit of balancing, but it's not super bad. And if you're one of those people who's like, oh, well, for now, I'm sure it'll move over eventually. Because it is still very early access. I mean, Medieval Dynasty, when it first released, was only on PC. And it's everywhere now. But I know there are people that say that they wish that the bandits would attack your village in Medieval Dynasty. And for people that are super into stuff like that, they actually do in Sunken Land periodically raid you. Yeah, it's hit and miss for sure. They have some decent games, but they're missing quite a few. Of course, you have to be careful on PC because everybody and their brother tries to throw out a survival game clone, so we have to wade through piles of shit to find the gems. But I guess it's that way with any game. So I know that I absolutely adore the survival game genre, but there are so many absolute crap survival games that were just spat out that it's not even funny. NES, yeah. I actually have, and still have, and they all function, all of the old consoles. I don't have a PS5 or the Xbone or the newest Xbox, but I do have all of the consoles with those exceptions, and going all the way back to Intellivision. Intellivision, Atari, regular Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Nintendo 64, GameCube, Wii, Switch. I still have all my games and stuff for them too. Oh, Sega Saturn I didn't have. I had a Genesis, but I never got a Saturn. There were never any games on it that I was super excited for. And at the time, I mean, that was when disc consoles were brand spanking new and I didn't trust them. Which is kind of silly looking back now. They're not worth as much as you'd think. So that's what I thought too, but I mean, you're looking at like a couple $100. You're not looking at thousands or anything. I believe you. I do believe you. Alright, let's see. We want to make sure that we have enough rye to replant 300 next season. So we're going to go in here and see about... We're going to take all of this out. We're going to put 50 oats back, or 55 oats back. And then rye. Do we have any rye left? No. We have all of the rye on us. So we're going to put 315. Actually, 310 is probably enough. Oh, there's still some rye in there. Okay. And then we can use this to make flour that we then sit on until... They seriously went through all that firewood already? You've got to be shitting me. I don't know how they're out of firewood again already. Hey, farming level. So our skilled rider's done, which means Night Rider for faster riding is next. Okay, and we're gonna drop the rest of our straw here. And then just make a bunch of flour. There's our flour. Yeah, we're completely out of animal feed here. And they're seriously out of firewood. Everything that we made is gone now. That is obnoxious. Right, logs. We have 47. Alright, here's what we're going to do. We're going to look at our management. And we're going to say that our wood demand is 340.3. And we want to divide that by 20. Which gives us 17, so we'll say 18. So we need 18 crafts of firewood. Okay, so that's 9. Which means that should give us 18. Yep. Alright, so that'll keep them in firewood year-round. Because summer only uses 50% and winter uses 150%. So as long as we have this set up before they go into summer, we should be fine by the time that they hit winter. And we're still going to get 85 logs a day. Well, minus 18. So we're still going to get a reasonable amount of logs on top of that. And then I'm going to make a full day's worth. That's actually going to be 2 days worth. Oh well. Oh, I made planks. Okay, well, that's... So... No. That was not what I meant to do at all. Alright, one more plank will give us 20, which is one roof tile of a large house. And then we can turn this into... We don't have enough now. Okay, well, that's part of a day at least. They can figure out the rest on their own, I guess. Oh, I had 38 planks. So if we make one more plank, we'll have 40, which is half of a house. But if we make 21, then we'll have enough for an entire house. And then all we have to worry about is the walls, which is the 36, or 32. It's 36 or 32, I don't remember. But yeah, now we have enough planks to finish a whole house. So it's all about the logs at this point. And hopefully by the end of the day we will have enough that we can build that last house and move people in. Alright, now didn't I leave some straw laying around? I did. Because we were getting low on straw and now we don't have to worry about it anymore. So that's going to be helpful. Oh. We should have some more fertilizer out of these guys. Yep, that's 100. So that's a whole field worth. Which means both of those fields should be covered now. Alright. So what we need to do for our fields, we have 2 set up. Yep, so this one needs to be changed over to flax. And then this one is going to be changed to half flax and half oat. One, two, three, four, five. Yep. Okay, so 2 of flax and then 1 half and half. Do we have enough bags for all this? We should have enough bags for all this. Yeah. Okay, so let's throw our feathers in here. And our rot in here. Our leftover rye. We'll eat the rest of this salted garbage. And get some more water. I completely forgot to grab the actual seeds. Because there's no way that they're going to be able to handle all 3 fields themselves. Now the downside is this spring we're not going to be able to harvest all of the flax ourselves before they get started. Just because there's no way in hell we can get 3 fields done that fast. But everything that we do is going to be doubled, and we're still going to get more than we would have with just 2 fields and us trying to get it all done ourselves. So at this point it's still going to be fantastic money. Especially since we have the caps unlocked now. So that's going to allow us to make more than we were off the shirts as far as our flax goes. And they're accruing logs the whole time we're fooling around with this. You know, the flax in the bag kind of bothers me because at a glance it looks like bloodworms that you would feed to fish. I feel like seeding your field with bloodworms is not a good idea. This is the boring part. I'm just glad that we actually turned on fast crafting for episode 2, because I would have been here for like another hour and a half, 2 hours after stream trying to process all of that rye that we already have processed. It took most of spring to where spring was basically shot in the foot, and then summer was basically shot in the foot for processing all of the flax. So basically fall and winter were the only time we got stuff done. And this actually frees up quite a bit of time to allow us to get other things done. Yeah, it does change the economy quite a bit, though. I mean, there's no way in hell we would have had 20 grand at the beginning of year 3 with normal crafting. Like, I just don't think you could have pulled that off. Unless all that you did was sit there and handcraft knives and collect rocks and sticks. But we wouldn't have any of the other cool shit that we have either if that was all that we did. So it does affect the economy, and I'm not sorry that we did our first season with it off, or so where we did it the vanilla way, because I feel like that really that really shows what the economy is supposed to be like, the way that they balanced it. But I'm also not sorry that we turned it on for this. Okay, so we're going to be about 13 logs short, give or take. Should probably make another hammer. I don't think this one's going to break that early. God, that's a lot of flour. But it's probably better safe than sorry, and I just tried to go to the kitchen again. There we are. Got our backup hammer and ready to go. So now we can take our 108 rocks, all of our logs, all of our planks, 777 stones. And Final Fantasy VII, that would have made us ridiculously overpowered briefly. Ah, that's too much for the donkey to carry, apparently. So that's interesting. Really do have to do it in 2 trips. Yeah, it was rough though. It was really, really rough. There were times, man. When all you really want to do is go to bed or, you know, go out with your friends or something, and you're like, I can't because I have to process all of this wheat or whatever happens to be on the docket. It was a struggle. The struggle was real, but I'm glad that we did it. Okay. Now it's all about the logs and the planks. I'm hoping that they'll be able to handle this on their own. Wonder if you can change those settings in multiplayer. Would be kind of cool if not. It would be kind of cool if not. And with more than one person, it wouldn't be as game-shattering to have to do it, because you would have somebody to pick up the slack while you were busy doing other things. I feel like it would actually be kind of cool. Some people, though, like, I would be more likely to be able to get some of my friends to play it with me if we could turn it off, or on, rather, because they do not like the slow burn games. They want immediate gratification. Well, that tree regrew, but a bunch of these didn't. What about the ones out there? Not so much. But then the game is done in a day, right? It'd be close, yeah. Okay, we only need 4 logs to finish this thing. Yeah, none of the trees down there grew back yet either. Weird. Alright, these two look weird. They're all out on their own. They're orphaned. Yep. That was a good try, tree. That was a real good try. I was almost assassinated. Okay, so we do have a second farming couple. Or at least a farming guy. So we should see if we can move them into here. So who all are our farmers? We've got Jurand, who's been farming for a while. Kazimira doesn't count. Ray Sabor. Okay. So which two are in this? It's Jurand and the gal, isn't it? No, it's Ray Sabor and Freedia. Is Jurand in this house? No. So what house is Jurand in? Okay, so we want Jurand and Tabalda in this house. Okay, so we have an empty house now. We have 2 simple houses with people in them. So which couple is the lucky one? These guys are at 22 and 24. These guys are at 21 and 20. Kanuta and Kanamir get to move. There we go. So now we've got this guy in the simple house. We should probably... Well, I guess the simple house is probably better for him than the simple small house. We still have a simple house. Oh, right. The one on the other side of the fields. Okay. The one that eventually our heir will move into. We should probably build that at some point as well. But for now, I think... Can we get another one down? Should be able to. So it wouldn't hurt to get that last couple out of these houses, because these are basically overflow houses until we get our markets up and running, and then we'll have the markets running along that side of the road. I wouldn't mind making an actual road to go up through here. And I want a little bit of a passage between this. This one sticks out the farthest out of all of the houses. I don't know why. Oh, because this sticks out just a little bit. That's why. So this one sticks out the farthest, so it's going to be the one that we use as the marker to see how far out to bring the other houses to make it look good. So it's going to be a really wide road down here. So this is probably where we'll put the campfire and the benches and things for them to hang out around. Because it's going to be super wide there and wider here, but not as wide. And then we'll probably have another row with its back, because these ones will be facing these ones. And then we'll probably have another row back here with the back-to-back. You just wandering around there, Mr. Lumberjack? And then I'm going to extend them out this way, if need be, further if we need more houses. I'm hoping not to have to get ridiculous with them, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. The kitchen problem is still a problem. Our next upgrade here is going to be the mine, which is nice. That's going to unlock iron for us, but we won't have unlocked the iron recipes yet. So, okay. We've actually unlocked everything that we care about from the survival tree. So the herbalist hut is kind of eh. And the fishing hut is definitely eh. Here we're almost to the barn too, and then after that is the stable. And that's, I mean, we get steady farming experience, and with 3 fields we're going to get it very, very quickly. Okay, so kitchen 2 is actually coming up. So if we can hold out just a little bit longer, we only need another 460 production XP, and we will have our kitchen 2, which will give us our flatbread and allow us to have 2 workers to actually keep up with the food supply. We're still going to have to build an extra kitchen. There's no real way around that. They just eat too much. And we might see if we can squeeze it in there. I don't think we can. I think the kitchen's going to be too big to squeeze in there. Kitchen. Oh, maybe not. Alright, so we are actually going to go ahead and place it for now. We're not going to build it on this episode, though. We will save that for next episode. But there we go. So that'll give us a very slight alleyway to get back here, although we're probably not going to come back here. If we have to cook stuff, we're just going to use the one that's over here. Because that was the whole idea in putting the stuff here, is it's all very close to the storages. Hello. Time for a new rabbit trap. We should have the sticks on us, though. If we, yeah. So yeah, that'll... We definitely need to get another kitchen up, though, because they are not able to keep up. And we now have the housing area available that we can totally get some more production people. All my online friends are from Apex Legends and will absolutely not play this game. Fair. That is fair. My friends enjoy survival games, but they like the Ark style, grounded style quite a lot more than they do something like this. They don't... There's a space game that I absolutely adore called X4 that is another very slow burn game. You can take over entire solar systems and eventually the entire map if you work at it well enough, but there's multiple races and storylines and all kinds of cool stuff that you can do. Each race has their own ships and whatnot, and I absolutely adore that game, and none of my friends can stand it because it's so slow. In the early game it is very slow until you get up enough stuff to make the thing that makes time fast forward. It makes time go at 6x time, because like the battleship, one of the best ships in the game for a capital ship for your fleet, takes an actual hour, a real-time hour, to craft. And that's not counting getting all the parts together. So, but there is a thing that you can build if you blow up enough of the AIs, and I don't just mean like all of the other NPCs are AIs, but I mean like that even by the storyline they're AIs. But you can blow them up and they will give you parts to where you can make a thing that makes time speed forward at 6 times speed. So instead of an hour, it takes 10 minutes. But I absolutely adore the game. I spent months on it, took over most of the galaxy, befriended everybody that I didn't outright murder, and and I was having some of my friends look at it, and none of them are interested. It's just too slow. But the cool part is you can do things like an RTS from your map, Or if you get bored with that, you can hop into one of your ships and fly it around like you would Freelancer or one of the other space sim games. So it's kind of cool that it's got both of those aspects to it. But it is definitely, it's even slower than Medieval. But I absolutely adore it. Anyway, guys, it is that time of the night. It is a little past 8. So we're going to go ahead and stop here. We will build that kitchen on the morrow, and we will go and hit up the mine as well tomorrow, and see about possibly getting some people to work in said kitchen. But if you guys have learned anything useful, or if you've had a good time tonight, please don't be afraid to drop a like. If you're feeling friendly, maybe go ahead and subscribe. But either way, have a fantastic rest of your night. Thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it, and we will see you next time.